Hi, I'm Jeff Joyner. Today I'm going to tell you a story about a lesson I learned from one of my kids, my daughter Amanda. And if you're a parent, you know that you learn a lot from being a parent. I swear I've learned more from my kids than they've learned from me. I learned so many lessons. And this is an amazing story that I learned through my daughter's participation in karate. You know, when she was, 6 or 7 years old, we were looking for some kind of sport for her to get into. And we thought about, there's lots of options. There's soccer and softball and volleyball, basketball. I talked to a friend of mine, actually, who had two daughters that had both gone on to play like college level, Big Ten sports at different colleges. And I asked for his advice. And he said, hey, I'd recommend put your daughters in karate. And either karate, martial arts, or some type of tumbling, but something where they can learn speed and power and agility and balance and strength and learn how to be coached. And then they can take those skills and use them in any other sport. They go play volleyball or soccer, basketball, whatever. Well, it seemed like a good idea. So we went down to the YMCA and got our daughters signed up in karate. Well, our daughter Natalie, who was our younger daughter, kind of lost interest in it pretty quick, and she went on to do competitive dance. But our daughter Amanda loved karate. She dug in. She started doing great. About 2 years in, toward advancing toward her black belt, she got asked to be on a select competitive fighting team. And boy, that sounds pretty cool. And she wanted to do it, so she started going to tournaments and competing. And she did pretty well. She did different events, and she advanced. It took about 4 years to get her black belt. And when she would compete, she'd really compete in 3 different events. One is kata, where they go out. It's basically forms, and they're doing a performance, right? They are showing a sequence of kicks and punches and blocks in a certain order that are these katas that have been passed down from the Okinawans hundreds of years ago. And that was really her strength. It took precision and focus and a lot of practice, and she was really, really good at that. Very precise, lots of strength and power. She could jump through the roof and do these kicks. She was really good. She also started taking classes in weapons, and she ended up with before she got out of karate, a second degree black belt in short weapon and long weapon kabuto, which are these weapons. She studied sai, which are like these 3-pronged daggers. She could chop your head right off with one of those. Also bow staff she was really good at. She did really amazing in both of those arts. And then the event that she liked the least was kumite, sparring, fighting, right? It's not as precise. In fact, it's kind of chaos. There's a very real chance that you're going to get punched right in the face. And a lot of kids don't like getting punched in the face, and I don't blame her for that. I always thought she was pretty good. She never really did as well in competition in kumite as she did in the other events because she just didn't have the confidence, I thought. I'm like, Amanda, you got to believe in yourself and get out there and cut yourself loose and be fierce. Here I am. What do I know about karate? I'm trying to give her some advice. I did actually try at one point to start taking classes with her. And I got about 2 months into my karate classes. The first time I sparred somebody, I kicked them, they blocked me with their elbow and broke my foot. And that was the end of my karate career. I didn't even get all the way to red belt, the first belt. But anyway, so we would go to these competitions, and we went all around America to compete in karate competitions. But the one I want to tell you about today is a tournament that we went down to down at Disney World. It was the Disney Martial Arts Festival. And this was in 2009. It was the 10th year that they actually did it. And basically, they brought in for this competition all different styles and types of martial arts. And so you had all at the same tournament, people doing karate and taekwondo and kung fu and tai chi and all kinds of different things. It actually was really cool to see some of the different disciplines that people were doing. They had judo people that were there throwing each other around, lots of different styles of weapons, and it was really, really cool. And so Amanda got down there, and she did her katas, and she won a gold medal. She did great in that. She did weapons, and I think she won a gold medal in that as well. But when it came time for sparring, and what they had is like a bracket, right? Like you see in the movies, like Daniel LaRusso had in Karate Kid, that they had this big bracket. She goes out there and she wins her first fight. And the way it works is there's point scoring, right? And it's the first one to 8 points wins, or whoever's ahead when time runs out. Real quick tutorial from what I remember. You get 1 point for landing a punch to your opponent's torso or one to their face. And you don't actually are allowed to hit them. You got to like just stop right before you hit them. That'd be the hard part for me, I think. You get 2 points for landing a kick to your opponent's torso. And then 3 points for either a kick to the head, kicking someone in the head, which is awesome. But it's risky, right? Because if you throw your kick up to get someone in the head and they grab your leg, you're toast, right? So you get 3 points for a kick to the head or for a takedown. But for a takedown, you got to take someone down with either a takedown or a sweep, and then you have to punch them. And there's a finishing move. You can't just knock them down. You got to knock them down, punch them in the chest, 3 points. Well, in a fight to 8 points, 3 points is a lot, right? And so that's really what you're going for. And so Amanda wins her first round. Awesome. She goes to the second round and she fights a kid, from out in California, and she beats that girl. In competition, it's just the girls. Interestingly, in class, her teacher would make the girls fight the boys. And she said, if you ever find yourself in a real fight where you have to defend yourself, it's probably going to be against a man. And so in class, the girls got to fight the boys. I kind of like that as a dad. But in competition, the girls fight the girls, the black belts fight the black belts, etc. And so Amanda, I think she had just earned her black belt by the time that we were going to this competition. And so she's fighting in the open division against other girls that are her age, which would have been 10-year-olds, 10, 11-year-olds. And so she wins the third round. She wins the fourth round. She keeps advancing. She's doing awesome. I'm blown away by how good she's doing. She's got poise. She's got balance, speed, power, strategy. She's doing so good. She wins her next match and advances to the gold medal round. I was beside myself. Like, she's going for the gold medal in Kumite. And she has already beat some of the best girls in the country at karate sparring. But we look at the bracket, you can see who you're going against. And the girl she was going against was the best in the country. She was from Florida. Her dad was a sensei. And I don't even think she went to school, regular school. I think she just did karate all day, every day. It was her life. She was a member of the USA Junior Olympic karate team. She was good. She was the best. Everyone knew it. She knew it. Amanda knew it. I knew it. The referees knew it. Everybody knew it. But here's what I've learned about sports, right? It's like in football. Any given Sunday, any team can beat any other team any given Sunday. It happens, right? David beat Goliath. It can happen. There is precedent for this happening before. So I'm talking to me, and she at first was, when she saw who she had to go against, she's like, well, silver's not bad. And I'm like, Amanda, you don't give up the fight before the fight. You can win. Hey, you just never know. Maybe she'll stumble and fall. Maybe we'll find some smooth stones and you can David and Goliath style. I said, man, go out there and do your best. I believe in you. I believe you can win this fight. I really do. I believe you can. On your best day, you can beat her. As long as she's not having her best day. So Amanda goes out there. Now picture the scene. They're out there fighting. You got a referee who's judging the thing. You got hundreds of people that are watching the gold medal round. Now, this was in Florida. The girl she's fighting was from Florida. And so she is not only the Olympic, superstar, but she's the hometown hero. Everybody's cheering for her to win. So Amanda goes out. They start fighting. Surprisingly, boom, Amanda scores the first blow, right? She gets a point. 1 point for Amanda. Yes. Right? Then the other girl scores a point on her. 1 point for Goliath. And the fight starts going on. Amanda scored and she scored. I don't remember exactly how it happened. But it got to the point where Amanda was winning the fight 5 points to 3. 5 points to 3. She's ahead. There's about a minute left. All you got to do is either hold your lead till the minute runs out or get 3 more points, and you just beat the best karate fighter in your age class in the country, one of the best in the world. My heart is racing. The crowd, actually, some of them start turning, right? It was like, Rocky. It's like Rocky Balboa. So people in the crowd start chanting, Amanda, Amanda. And I've like leaned in, Amanda, Amanda. Oh my gosh, what an amazing. I don't really get very nervous. I'm not a nervous person. I don't get nervous public speaking. I don't really get nervous doing it. I was nervous. I used to get so nervous watching my kids compete in sports. Whew. So she's winning. All she needs is 3 points, right? And so they're out there doing their thing. Man, I wish I had video of this. This is back before everybody had video cameras all the time. And all of a sudden, the girl makes her move to try to score on Amanda, and she kind of rushes in on her, and Amanda takes her foot, kicks her right in the chest, sends her flying. Oh, I wish I had this on video. She goes flying back and lands on her back. And Amanda runs over there to give her, all she has to do, just pop, 3 points, takedown, finishing blow, you just gold medal. You just won the gold medal at the Disney Martial Arts Invitational in Kumite. She took her down, she's on her back, Amanda runs over there, all she's got to do, give her a little pop. But when the girl landed, it knocked the wind out of her, and she couldn't breathe. Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is a great development. But when Amanda goes to punch her, she looks down and she sees the girl can't breathe. And my little girl, my little 10-year-old karate warrior, instead of the finishing blow, she puts out her hand to help her up. I was shocked. The referee was shocked. The girl on the floor was shocked. Everyone in the crowd was shocked. The crowd fell silent. Nobody knew what to do. All of a sudden, the girl pushes away Amanda's hand, jumps back to her feet. Amanda realizes, oh, no, I could have won. What am I doing? I could have won that fight. Now they're back fighting. There's about 30 seconds left in the fight. The girl comes back. She scores a point. She scores 2 points. She scores another point. She ends up beating Amanda 8-5. Amanda won the silver medal. And she was crushed. She was embarrassed. She was frustrated. Right? Silver medal. Psychologists have done studies and found that Olympic athletes are happier with bronze medals than they are with silver. Right? Next time you watch the Olympics, you'll see the bronze medal winner over there in the stand, and they're like, hey, everybody, I got a medal. And then you see the silver medal winner over there. For the rest of their life, silver medal. Could have had the gold. They don't put you on the Wheaties box for winning silver medal. And so Amanda was upset, but she got her medal. She handled it with grace and class and professionalism. And we went out to celebrate. Hey, 2 golds and a silver. That's a pretty great tournament. And we went out and actually visited all the Disney parks after that. Went to Animal Kingdom, went to Epcot. We're at Epcot Center. We ate in the French area. They had a little French restaurant. We actually got a chance to meet, what's his name, Remy, the little rat from Ratatouille, which they brought out. And they, have this, I don't think it was animatronic. It was a puppet. I think it was somebody under there doing this puppet. And we had a great father-daughter trip, so many memories. But as we were flying home from that trip, and Amanda was like, hey, Dad, I'm sorry I didn't win that fight. I said, oh, Amanda, don't be sorry. I'm so proud of you. And I had the opportunity to tell her that I am more proud of you. That when you had the opportunity, your instinct was to help someone up, not knock them down. She's a lover more than she's a fighter. That's when I knew that she was never going to be on the Olympic karate team. She just doesn't have that killer instinct, eye of the tiger, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Because the people with the killer instinct, the people with the eye of the tiger, the people who have to win all the time, right? If second place is first loser. Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last, right? You know what I've learned about those people? They're seldom happy, and they get addicted to having to try to win, and they end up hurting other people. They end up hurting themselves. I'd much rather have a daughter who helps people up instead of always focused on knocking them down. You fast forward, that was 11 years ago. Amanda graduated from high school. She spent 2 years in high school studying ASL, American Sign Language, because she wants to do something with her life that matters. She wants to help and serve other people. She's getting toward the end of her in college. She's studying ASL in college. She's going to be an interpreter for the deaf. And she's great at it. Not just because of the vocabulary she has and the skill, but because she has the heart. She has a heart for people in the deaf culture and helping them have dignity and prosperity. And I'm so, so proud of her. And so, we went to a lot of karate tournaments, and Amanda won a lot of medals. I still have them. Right, here's a gold medal from the U.S. Open in Las Vegas. Gold medal from the USA Karate National Championships in 2012. 2011, 2 gold medals at the USA Karate Championships and Olympic team trials. A lot of gold medals. Our house is full of gold medals. But you know what my favorite medal is? And I hope Amanda lets me keep it. Disney Martial Arts Festival, 2009. Silver medal. This is when I knew that my daughter was probably not going to be the best in the world in karate, but she was going to have an epic life. Amanda, if you see this, I love you, honey. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what's right.